just watch. Come on. Dude. Ah. Don't believe me, just watch. Bruno Mars is about to go on tour. And this is not a drill. I am doing this video early to make sure that it is posted because this week needs to be clear of all things. Now, you may be wondering why it is so important. This is not a drill. Bruno Mars is dropping an album, going on tour after 10 years. And this is new music. Today, I'm here not only to talk about Bruno Mars, how the week's going and things like that. I'm also here with not one, but two book recommendations of two books that I finished. My last read of 2025, my first read of 2026. But before we get into all those things, the song of the week, and, just the day-to-day, let me start this video by saying, hi, my name is Michaela. If this is your first time here, I am a Black librarian in the Bay Area, and I go by a Black librarian on all platforms, Instagram and TikTok. This is my YouTube channel where I talk about reading, being a librarian, working in the library, and things like that. So be sure to like, subscribe, and let's get into this. Shh, we're in a library. Now, I had to go get another microphone because I blew that other one up. But anyway, we're going to be talking about Kennedy Ryan today. And when I say we're going to be talking about Kennedy Ryan, we're going to be talking about the GOAT, the greatest of all time to do this romance thing. When we talk about steam, and when we talk about chemistry, when we talk about character development and plot and pushing through, Kennedy Ryan is the best to do it. And it's engaging, it's heartfelt, it's relatable, it's Black. And for me, that matters because, a lot of movies and some of the books that are out, like, it's a lot of struggle love. And yes, there may be some struggle love that goes on in, and I wouldn't even say, but for Kennedy Ryan, she doesn't do struggle love. If they are having struggle love, she gets them out of it. Her characters are always pushing to do better, right? These women are motivated by their careers and by the men that allow them to be their greatest. Like, if they're not helping them to better themselves or helping them to get to where they need to go, they leave, right? So, there's Before I Let Go, which was the first book in the series. This Could Be Us, the second book. And the third book, Can't Get Enough. Now, the first book, Yasmin, her and her husband, they were going through things and trying to figure out if they were going to stay divorced or reconcile, and things like that, trying to find their way back to love. This Could Be Love was about Soledad and her single woman's journey and figuring out how to navigate life alone. And then she meets new love, and then they transition into something greater. Now, this Can't Get Enough, I would say, is the one for me. This is my favorite out of the three. This is Hendrix's story. And we've been waiting for this one because she is the single friend, the career driven, doesn't give a fuck about a man. She fucks him and leaves him. She's not really interested in the long-term thing, getting married. She loves being the rich auntie and things like that. That's always been her deal when she shows up in both of these. Now, in her own book, we get to see a different side of her. And we get to see not only the career-driven woman who gets everything she wants, we also get to see a softer side of her because her mom has Alzheimer's and she has to go home to help and take care of her mother, make sure she's okay. And she's navigating that while also meeting a man who understands exactly what she's going through, Maverick. Maverick is a young billionaire And I say young because at 40, being a billionaire, yeah, you got that. You're right. So they're both in their 40s, both very career driven, very focused. They meet at a party. He's just getting out of a relationship. Hendrix, she doesn't really do relationships, but he is feeling her. And they have Alzheimer's in common because Hendrix's mom has it, his grandfather has it, so he can understand kind of what she's going through. So they start to vibe, but his ex works with Hendrix, and she's like, girl coded all that, but he is not gonna stop pursuing her because he loves the woman that she is. He loves her energy. He loves her spark. He loves that she doesn't need nobody and that she's so strong she can do it on her own. But every strong woman just wants to be a soft girly if she can. If a man comes into the picture and provides something that wasn't there, and he's providing stability, he's providing trust, he's making a way, right, for her to let down her guard and let him in. And I think that's why I loved it so much, because it's a reminder, ladies, to never, ever, ever settle, because there's always someone willing to do the work, willing to be the man that you wanted. And if you can't get it all, then you need to go to the next one. Like, what did Monique say?
One nigga don't work, get another one. If that nigga don't work, get another one. And if that nigga don't work, get two.
Yeah, what she said. So that was my last book of 2025, and that was amazing. So after finishing the series, it was such a good series. This read of 2026, Real. Now, this is coming into a whole new series for this one. Neva loves the spotlight. She can act, she can sing, she has talent. She lives in a small town, and in her youth, where the book starts, she's engaged to her fiance in the small town, and she's betrayed by him and her sister instantly. And because of it, it pushes her to pivot, to go to school, to move to New York and go after her dreams. So she's on Broadway, she's doing her thing, and she's discovered by a famous filmmaker, Cannon. Now, Cannon, the famous filmmaker, is well-renowned, has done a lot of movies and documentaries. The only thing that's been on his record is that he was dating an actress in one of his movies when they had they had a very bad breakup where it made him where he wasn't able to direct the movie anymore, and he's just shied away from getting involved with any of the women, or just any of the women that he works with on movies. But something about Neva, he's she's not only a star, she's a real person. She's humble. She's beautiful. She's the woman he needs. And he ends up breaking his number one rule for her, and Neva's attracted to him instantly, but it's this dancing around the subject of attraction. But once they get into it, falling for each other. And then Neva, who already has I would say a milder case of lupus, it turns into something extreme, and they have to navigate love and her illness, and whether they should be together, whether they shouldn't. And it's so good, the push and pull, and if you really love me, will you be down for me type of love. I think that's something that Kennedy Ryan does very well, is writes a story that's gonna reel me in every time. And although there was drama, it wasn't to the point where I was dang, goodness. And I like that, because I need more women in their soft girl eras, and they're getting their princess stories. I'm tired of struggle love. So yes, I would suggest any of these books, any of these beautiful reads are 10 out of 10. Anything by Kennedy Ryan is going to be a 10 out of 10. Score comes out later this year. Like I said, she's the GOAT for me. My current read is Black Fatigue. I'm trying to read at least one nonfiction a month, trying to get some trying to learn something in between. I know about Black Fatigue, but I wanted to read this book because it's good to be seen, and to learn that this is very calculated. This has been going on for all time, and this is something we've all been going through. And with the state of the world, I think it's a good reminder for everyone to read books about what people have been going through, especially Black people, for a long time, as it would be a good reminder to how it has trickled down to now with everything going on, the killings and the rounding up of people and separation of families. Like, yeah, so I'll be back next week with a review on this. But yes, Bruno Mars on tour, getting those tickets on Wednesday. So I will come back with the story because I have to go fight on Ticketmaster. Not much is going on in the library. Next week, I do have a program. We're doing piggy bank painting to start the year and bring it in. So it's been very mild, just easing into the year. And like I've been saying, this year I am flowing and going with the flow, not forcing anything, like not trying to make pieces fit that don't fit. I've made a vision board, which is so beautiful. So I'm very focused on that. So I'm very focused on being here weekly, making sure we're talking, if not once, if not twice, at least once a week, to have these conversations, to give these book recommendations, to talk about the library, to just be present. This song of the week is Leon Thomas. Yes, it is. He came to Oakland. I was not able to see him, but I am going to be able to see him, even though he's not, Bruno Mars isn't saying who's coming on, like what parts of the tour, but I'm fingers crossed. His song, Yes, It Is. All I see is yes, it is. Mm-hmm. When I ask you, is it is, tell me that it's mine. Now, I love this album. It's giving real R&B. He's giving us singing in the rain, begging for your love. And we need more of that because the dating out here, the bar is in hell. And we need to get it back to the Usher in the Rain, like playing These Is My Confessions, like I'm sorry, come back and all that, but maybe not Confessions because he was cheating on Chili. But anyway, you get what I mean. So yes, Leon Thomas. Yes, it is. That's the song of the week. As when this video drops, it will be Monday. So I hope that you had a great Monday, that your week ahead is good. I hope that you get those Bruno Mars tickets because I know I am. I signed up for that pre-sale. So, all right, y'all. Be easy. Peace and love. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye.